Case number 21CR024, State Highways Aaron D. Levitt, Principal States, Boston County College, Defendant is not present. My understanding is you're going to get a hold of him.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So the court set this matter since on this motion brought by Mr. Green because of the fact that the trial set for 12, and motion for the court is a motion filed on July 26th, requesting an in-camera inspection of psychological and medical records of NL. And I believe that's the alleged victim. Okay. All right, Mr. Green.
Yes, Your Honor. During a routine inspection of records, it came into my attention that some of these records were sent to a medical doctor, I believe, in Washington Courthouse, as well as it was mentioned that the child was to enter into psychological counseling or something following her visit to Marison Center. I don't know if that has ever occurred or not. As a result, I filed this motion requesting the court to request the prosecutor produce those records for the court to be able to examine them to see if there might be any evidence favorable to the defendant.
Well, you have to be more specific. What is it you are referring to? You said something was sent to a doctor.
The Marison Center report was sent to a doctor in Washington Courthouse.
Okay.
I'm assuming that may be the child's primary care physician. I don't know.
Okay.
And it was also mentioned in the Marison Center that they were recommending the child follow up with mental health counseling. I don't even know if that's occurred or not.
Well, how is that? Okay, so if follow up after the alleged incidents, you're saying,
Follow up.
what basis do you have to believe there's anything that's relevant to guilt or punishment?
I don't know of any. I don't know of anything at this point in time. I'm simply searching to make a determination on she may or may not have said something to these counselors and to these doctors regarding these incidents over a period of time.
Okay. So essentially, you're asking for an Brady here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Scholars.
So Naomi is under the care of two physicians based on, she has an exceptionally good mother who took the recommendations of Marison to heart and got Naomi into psychological counseling immediately after she disclosed. The first thing I'll note is that this disclosure was 2 years after the last rape incident.
The disclosure is what now?
The disclosure was 2 years after the last rape incident.
All right.
So she is seeing a doctor for the prescription of medication for anxiety and depression, which is a direct result of the crimes alleged in the indictment. She is seeing a psychiatrist for therapy and counseling to learn to deal with what the defendant did to her. I'm fully supportive of putting her psychiatrist on the stand and letting her testify about the abuse that this child has undergone.
Do you have a record?
No. She didn't start seeing either of this doctor or psychiatrist until after the disclosure. No, I don't have the records. But if the defense is wanting her to testify, I think that's a great idea.
What I would do is this, I would get those records, provide them to the court, and then I'll take a look at them. I'll look at them during the trial if we don't have them until the trial. If you want to add the doctors to the witness list as possible. Witnesses, that's up to you. Quite honestly, Mr. Ring, I think you open up a huge can of worms. And I can tell you, that based on mine, I'm pretty sure that Dr. Bassman is a doctor who testified in the case I tried about 3 or 4 years ago in Adams County on sex abuse. And one of the things the prosecutor did was charge him with malicious assault for causing serious physical harm, or causing serious harm, which meant physical or mental. And, actually, the definition of serious physical harm, protracted long-term mental health can be that. And Dr. Bassman would testify about that issue. And then they brought in all of his treatment providers, therapists, it was devastating events. So I can take a look at this. I know since basically what you're doing is fishing. This is just fishing expedition. I recognize it being a 60-year fisherman. I recognize that. You're just casting out water to see if you can get something. And you don't have anything specific, but I will look at it for grading purposes, specifically for that. But my hunch is, unless there's something in there where she recanted her testimony or her accusations or something, there's not going to be anything in there that's favorable to you. You're probably better off not to use it. And you're calling. I mean, I understand that in these types of cases, there's defense. I think a public defender and a lot of people advocate. Defense should always present expert testimony about the issue. And again, all I can say is basically my knowledge, my observation of Dr. Bassett's testimony. I mean, again, I'm pretty sure it's good. I have to look at the name of it, but I know all the credentials of it seem to be the same as the witness I had there. Yeah, that witness could be very devastating to the defendant, so across. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But in terms of this witness, if you give me the information, or if the state contain the information provided to the court as soon as possible, not later than the beginning of the testimony of the victim, alleged victim, so that once that's concluded, I can take a look at it and determine if there's anything in there that defense should be allowed to have to prosecute. So, but there's no evidence she was under any kind of mental treatment or anything prior to this.
Absolutely not, and she wasn't.
How old is this
She is 16,
16, 17 now, and the last incident occurred allegedly
when
2 years prior to disclosure.
Yes, she was 14 years old when the last incident occurred.
All right. Okay, so do that, and like I said, we'll see where we go from there. All right, thank you.
Please rise.